Hi there, my name's Glenn Steinhardt, and this trainer tip is all about efficiency and consistency of your agreements through the creation of document templates in your eSignature account. Now, document templates allow organizations to generate and manage their documents from right within DocuSign, so those documents are always up to date when you share them from your DocuSign account. Let me explain. Now, many organizations have somebody in charge of keeping the text of their agreements up to date, and when that person makes a change, that new document then needs to be uploaded throughout every single envelope template where that document currently resides, so we can make sure that users are sending the most updated agreement out for signature. Now, with document templates, that user can make the change on the document from right within DocuSign, and that change will automatically propagate throughout all linked envelope templates within your DocuSign account. So no more keeping a list of templates where this document exists, no more manually updating each template one by one with that new document. DocuSign handles all of those tedious tasks automatically. So let's take a look at how we can create a document template. I'll access my DocuSign account. I'll select templates from the top here, and on the left we'll see document templates. I'll go ahead and choose create from here. Now, I need to have manage permissions set up in my permission profile. I'm a DocuSign admin, so I have this option available by default, but if you want to give other users this capability, you do need to give them manage permissions. Next, I'll go ahead and upload my offer letter here. We can see the name added here automatically, and now we're asked to select an agreement type. Here's one for offer letter. Now, by selecting a relevant agreement type, you're going to be generating the agreement type fields that will be suggested when you add the sender agreement fields to the document. We'll see this coming up in just a bit. Now, if you don't select agreement type, it's not required, then it's going to default to miscellaneous. Let's go ahead and click on continue. Now, at the top here, you see a list of recipients, and I can edit the recipients here to help add appropriate placeholder roles if needed. I'll just go ahead and click into this one. I'm going to edit my Signer 1 recipient and just give it a different name of candidate, just like that, and click on Apply Edits. There are a few standard signer fields that I can easily add to replace some of the placeholder text that's written on my uploaded document. Let's start with where I greet the candidate, right up here, candidate name, and where I want that candidate to sign and date. I'm going to replace the candidate name text right here with a standard full name field like you see here for contact information. So for the candidate that I have selected here, I have the text selected for candidate name, and I'm going to click on name, and that's going to replace it with the candidate's full name when we send this off. Down here, this is where I want the employee to sign and date. So I'm going to find a signature field, click and drag that down here, and I'll also place the date sign field just to the right of that. There we go. Now, there's a number of other placeholder text areas on the document, but I need these to be replaced with new fields that the sender needs to populate. Let's start off with the job title text right here. I want the sender to populate that prior to delivery. So what I'm going to do is first go and select and change this to sender like that. And when I do, you'll see a listing of all of the associated fields for an offer letter, that agreement type that we selected. Now, there isn't one for job title right here, so that means I need to go in and create one for the job title. I'll do so by clicking on the plus sign here and choosing field. When I do, we're going to see a field added down here. Let's go ahead and type in job title, and I'll go ahead and create the job title. Let's make that required and click save. Now, because I was selected down here, it automatically added where I had it selected, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that there. Instead, I'm going to select job title text right there, and we can see our brand new custom field that we just added shows up in the listing here. All I need to do is select it, and just like that, now the sender is going to be required to populate that before they deliver it. Let's do the same for the manager name. I'm going to go ahead and select manager name right here like that. I'll click plus sign, field. And I'm going to type in the name, and I want this to be the manager name. I'm going to create a text field for manager name. I do want to make that as required, and then I will click on save, and that automatically updates the manager name right there. You can see we have a new custom field over here on the left. Let's do that one more time for start date. I'm going to select on start date. I'll click on the plus sign and field. I'll go ahead and create a new custom field called start date. I want this to be a date type field, and I want that to be required, so I'll click on save. There we have it, just like that. Now you also see that there's one here for salary as well. I'm gonna keep that as is for now, so I can show you something else that comes up a little bit later on. But for now, I think we've got everything completed. I'll go ahead and click on the bottom right for Save Draft, just like that. And that's going to take me back to the document templates page to show me that I have a draft document template in the process of being created. When I'm ready to make this live for use in my DocuSign account, I can go and click on the ellipses over here to the right and click on Publish to publish this and get it ready to go. Now we can see that it's published, and I'm ready to add this to an envelope template. So I will choose the ellipsis on the right hand side, and we can see I can go ahead and add it to an envelope template. Let's select on that. I have the option to add this to an existing envelope template or create a new one. Let's go ahead and create a new one from scratch. Click on continue. Now you'll see on this screen, the creation of the envelope template for this type of document is really no different than what you're used to. We've got the template name here at the top. We can see when I look at the document that's been added that it's clear that it is a document template. And if I click to view that document, we can see a number of tags have been added to replace the text that we're going to be including using those fields. Now, if I scroll down, we've got our recipients here. We've got our messaging down here. We can modify all that if we want to. Let's go ahead and click on next. That's going to take us right here to our add field screen. And we can see that it looks very similar to the add field screen that we just came from when we were modifying the document template. Now, you may recall that I did not include a field for salary. So let's go ahead and create a new one for salary that the sender needs to populate. I'm going to go and click on sender, and then I'll click on plus field, and let's give it a name of salary. We'll mark that as required and click on save. And there we have it. Now it's been populated here. Now it's important to note that this will only add this new field on the document for this envelope template. Let me go ahead and click on save and close here. I'll show you what I mean. Once I save this, there we go. Here is my e-signature template. Let's go back to our document template that we were working on before. If I click on document templates here, let's go ahead and click into our document here. We can take a look at it and see that salary is not populated here with a field. We only made this change on our envelope template going forward. Okay, so anytime somebody uses that specific envelope template, the salary field will appear and the sender is going to need to populate that. But otherwise, it's not been included on this document. So if this document is shared with other envelope templates, it won't be there. Okay, now I'm ready to use this envelope template to send to my new hire. So as a user, I'll click on templates at the top. Let's go into show more, and let's take a look at all templates here. We'll see that offer letter template in there waiting to be used. I'll go ahead and click on use. Okay, here's the document that's been added. I'll go ahead and send it off to my candidate. There we go. Put in name and email address. There we go. Got our messaging added there. Please sign, and let's click on next. And here's the difference that you'll see now that we're using a document template. We've got a form here, and this form includes all of the fields that's necessary for the sender to populate before they actually deliver this out. Click on review. It's going to generate this document containing all of the values that we populated on this form and display it where it needs to be displayed. There we go. CEO, you're reporting to Manny Manager. Your start date will be here. Here is the annual starting salary for the position. Everything that's populated is there, includes the fields that we've added for the recipient to populate. Once it's completed, I can click send. Now, anytime this document needs to be updated, I can go back to my document template by clicking on templates. Let's go into document template right here. And here's my document template. On the right, we find our ellipsis, and here we can go in and make a change. In this case, I want to create a new version. I'm going to make an update to this document, and every time we make an update, it's going to create a new version. So let's click on create new version, and it asks us what we want to do. Do we want to make a copy of the current version to edit or replace the document entirely? Let's make a copy of the current version. I'll click on next. It's going to take me right back into the document. Now, for my use case, I want to go in and put in just a $sign here, just to indicate that it is, US dollars for the salary. So I'm just going to simply click in there, type in a $sign just like that. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and select it and bold that so it matches the text that comes on the screen when the field that's been added in our envelope template has been populated by the sender. I'll go ahead and click on save and publish. Click on save and publish there. And just so you can see it, because I do want to show it to you, let's click on our templates here. Let's go into our envelope templates. I'm going to click on all templates. We'll go into our offer letter. Let's go ahead and click into that, and we will edit this. And if we take a look at our document that comes in, just to show you that that $sign has been added here going forward. So it propagates any change that you make on the document template itself. It will carry forward to all of the envelope templates that it's associated with. Now, document templates are part of the agreement preparation feature here, and agreement preparation offers additional features, more than what we've just shown in this video, to help you streamline and create your agreements and manage those agreements. So if you want to learn about some of those other features, like maybe showing or hiding text on your document based on conditional rules, for example, you'll want to go to DocuSign University, type in prepare agreements for the search, and we've got a variety of associated videos on this topic.